Hello, this is Noelle from Team Justin Hill. We want to welcome you to Justin's podcast. Thanks for downloading and subscribing. We hope that you will be encouraged, inspired, and empowered throughout your career, business, relationships, your entire life. Please email us and tell us how this podcast has helped you at mail@justinhillofficial.com or connect with us through Justin's website, justinhillofficial.com, or on social media. Now, let's join Justin for some truth.
Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining us today as we are coming to you from the sunny, bright, and very warm. It's blessed too, but it's warm Third Floor Records Studios, and it is cold outside here in Third Floor Records land. I am so blessed and happy to be in a warm place today. So let's get started as we always do with our top of the day truth. I am loved and I am worthy. Now let's say it again. I am loved and I am worthy. So recently, I posted on my Facebook page. This little post, nothing fancy, just encouraging people to love one another. And in short, it said, love wins, love conquers all. You will have a blessed life if you love one another more. Seems pretty basic, right? There was nothing in particular that triggered me to post that, except I just had this mental note that was stuck in my head about the power of love, and that there is true power in love. Well, the response to my post was huge. I got a lot of amens, and that's right, I agree, a lot of agreement, and a ton of likes. And I thought, well, wow, if love is so popular and it's so powerful, why do we so often forget to extend love to our fellow human? Why do we fail to walk in love? So I thought, well, clearly we need to talk about it more. So we can consider this your reminder, and it's also my reminder too, because I can only answer from my own experience as to why love is not the first thing that we do. But I can tell you from my own experience that it's much easier to get angry. It's much easier to be selfish. It's much easier to be impatient. It's easier to be offended. Sometimes showing love is just not the natural response. And we're all human, right? But let me give you some examples from my life of when I just don't, love is not the first thing that comes to me. The first one would be driving down the highway. Now, I know you all are great drivers. But you're ever driving down the highway and you come up behind somebody and they're going like just a couple miles per hour under the speed limit, just enough to slow you down and not really be in the flow? Well, my first response, my natural response, it's not love. It would be anger. The next example would be in business. And I'm sure business owners out there will agree with me on this. When people don't pay their invoices in a timely way, I'm always shocked. I'm always shocked about how many people don't pay their bills promptly. In all my years of business, I'm always surprised about this. In every business I work in, it's just a truth out there. But I'll tell you, when they don't pay their invoice on time, I get a little angry, a little frustrated. That's my natural response. Now, how about relationships? Oh, I've been married 18 years. And I'll tell you, through those 18 years, my wife oftentimes has a different view on something than I have. And I'm not always patient about that. Patience is not my first instinct. So in all of these situations, it would be easier for me to get angry, to be selfish, to be impatient, or just to be offended. But instead, and I've worked on this for a long time, for years, instead, I take a step back. I take a breath and I approach it with love. And so here's how I do that in each one of those examples. When I'm driving down the highway and there is someone holding me back because they're going just a little bit below the speed limit, I find my calm, I find my patience, and I just say, God bless them. God bless them. They're not in a hurry. They're enjoying their day. That's great. Now in business, when people aren't paying their invoices in a timely way, I always think at first, that's so disrespectful and it makes me angry. But I remember to give them some grace. Because if you think about it, love and grace go really well together. And a lot of times people just need a little grace, just as much as they need that love. So I just give them a little space. Sometimes we have a conversation and you'll find it's nothing malicious. Maybe they lost the invoice. Maybe they sent the check and you never got it. Maybe there's been an illness. So give people some love and give them some grace. And then in marriage, approach is everything. So when my wife is expressing her point of view and it's different than mine, I find my calm, I find my peace in patience, and I listen to her. I listen to her. I'm going to repeat this again. I listen to her. And then I communicate carefully. So much of this is about the words we choose. And the words that we choose in marriage and relationships are so vital. So communicate carefully after you listen. That's all a part of approaching it with love. And when I approach all of these things with love, it really straightens out so many things. And if you do it, it's going to straighten out things for you too. And you're going to have a much better life because the love and walking in love goes a very long way. So in all your life, whether it's driving or business or relationships or whatever it is that you're doing, show more love. I encourage you to do that. I want you to give more of yourself. Give more of your time. Even give more of your money if you can. That is another way to show love. But give more of yourself. I guarantee that you'll be a happier person because of it. And I'm sure that people around you are going to end up being happier as well. So in the end, love does conquer all. Your life will be more blessed if you walk in love and you realize the power in love. Thanks for listening.
We do want to thank you for listening today. We trust you have been encouraged and inspired. Visit JustinHillOfficial.com for more resources, including our daily truth quotes, books, and more. And don't forget to subscribe to this podcast. Be blessed.